I thought it was critical that there not be any doubt, none whatsoever, about U.S. support for Ukraine in their war against the brutal attack by Russia.
New this morning, President Joe Biden made a surprise visit to Ukraine overnight as the world prepares to mark 1 year since Russia's invasion. Biden announced $500 million in assistance, which includes military equipment. This month, 11 House Republicans introduced a bill urging President Biden to stop sending funding to Ukraine and work toward a peace agreement. Thanks for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Neda Ibrahimpur. Glad you're with us. And our other top story that we're following this morning, police, they are still searching for 2 men. They say shot and killed a man. This happened at the North Claremont Recreation Center.
Yeah, it happened yesterday morning while families were gathered there for a youth basketball game. CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live from Claremont with more details on who police are still looking for here this morning. Chris?
Yeah, they're still looking for 2 men, both not really having great description. So we'll try to do the best we can, relaying the message that the San Diego Police Department has given to us. They're said to be both, again, men wearing white shirts, one with blue pants, one with black pants. And really, that's the only descriptor so far that we've been given. And we're told that it's believed that they are armed and dangerous. So take that into account as well, too, especially if you live in and around this area and maybe you've seen something else, or maybe you've got that message from police to go ahead and give them any details, again, that you may have heard. Again, they really do need your help trying to track down these 2 individuals. Now, as for the shooting, it took place here within this park. There was a youth basketball game going on. Kids ages 8 to 13 playing in what was just supposed to be a fun day, and that all changed when those shots were fired. There was 1 man who was shot multiple times, and he was taken to the hospital, but 5 hours later, he was pronounced dead. So that's how this turned into a homicide investigation. The search was ongoing for the suspects while there was a full-on crime scene analysis going on here inside of the North Claremont Park. Now, back out here live, if we do hear any further updates on this case, including who this person that sadly died, what their name is, who they were, to the individuals that were here, we'll be sure to pass that along, including if we get any further details or descriptions about who these 2 suspects may be, including if they were in some sort of getaway car or anything else. Now, we do know that the helicopter was flying over the area shortly after the shooting, searching the canyons nearby. So again, if you live in one of these homes, if you have any type of Ring surveillance cameras, check those. See if you might notice anything out of the ordinary, especially anything that may have happened yesterday around that 11 o'clock hour. If you do see something, go ahead and give San Diego Police Department or Crime Stoppers a call. Eric and Neda.
And you think of all those kids and teens who witnessed that. Chris, thank you for that live report there. Many San Diegans are now rallying around a local street vendor after he was harassed. This viral TikTok video showed several girls taking food off the cart, throwing it, yelling. People in the community, a whole lot of them, you see right there, decided they need to do something positive for the vendor. His name is Andres. Hundreds of people showing their support during a vendor buyout event. This was in the college area yesterday.
All the friends make this for me, and I'm super happy with this. Thank you for all the support and all the love. Thank you very much.
There's Andres right there getting a lot of love from San Diego. The line, it wrapped around the block. I mean, hundreds showed up for this. The event went well into the night until all the food ran out. Glad to see people supporting him. Many other vendors have said they've gone through similar things, so they really wanted to show Andres that, hey, this is not okay. And now this morning, the San Diego Padres, they're in Peoria, Arizona, getting ready for this upcoming season. It's an exciting time. It's the first day all players report for spring training. And CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol is joining us live from there with details on some of the new players that we get to watch now. Dana Marie?
That's right. Good morning. It is a gorgeous one here in Peoria. The sun has just risen. I'm outside the San Diego Padres Sports Complex, the Peoria Sports Complex. I'm seeing a couple players trickle in. We know the big names from last year. So many of us watched it to the very end. But let's talk about some of those players that we'll get to know for the first time here at spring training. So pitchers and catchers, they reported last week, and now all of the players will be here. Their first game starting on Friday. So a name you might not not know, last week the Padres signed starting pitcher Michael Wacha from the Boston Red Sox. The right-handed pitcher will join an elite rotation with Musgrove, Snell, Darvish, and Martinez. Now, another big addition to the team that many are excited about is Xander Bogaerts. He is a shortstop. He signed an 11-year, $280 million contract with the Padres. So he's been here already, excited about moving through the spring training. He's actually playing for the Netherlands for the World Baseball Classic, so another reason why he had to report a little bit earlier than the other players. And then designated hitter Nelson Cruz. He's going to be bringing a strong veteran presence. You can see there he's with Juan Soto, kind of a mentorship for the younger players. He's 42 years old, so he's going to be going into his 19th baseball season here with the Padres. Now to a name we all know very well, Manny Machado. He announced his plans to exercise the opt-out clause in his contract after this season. So Machado signed a 10-year, $300 million deal with the Padres back in 2019, a deal that does give him the right to terminate the agreement after this season and become a free agent. So here's what his response and conversations he's been having with his coaches.
I mean, so far this year I'm a Padre, but who knows after next year? I know, obviously the team knows where I stand in my situation, and with the opt-out coming, and I think I've expressed that I will be opting out after this year. But I think my focus is not about 2024. I think my focus is about 2023.
But we've also shown a willingness to keep the important guys here, and I'm sure that there's a good chance that's the case with Manny too. So that's just what happens when you have those type of clauses in your contract.
It's a lot of money out there, and these owners are making a lot of money, and we're bringing a lot of money too. We're having fun out there. We're having a good time, and we're filling up the seats.
To answer your question, I don't want to know what it's going to look like without him.
And again, focusing on this year, we're excited to have Manny Machado back. Now, in terms of what's going on here, if you'd like to see some of those key names, including Manny, do it sooner than later. A lot of them are actually leaving to play in the World Baseball Classic pretty soon. Ha-Seong Kim is going to be playing for South Korea. Machado, Soto, Nelson Cruz, reliever Luis Garcia will be playing for the Dominican Republic. Xander Bogaerts for the Netherlands, and then Yu Darvish has actually already left Peoria to go to Japan and train. He will be playing for that team in the World Baseball Classic. So a lot of excitement. Their first full game is this Friday against the Seattle Mariners. So this week it's just all about coming together. First team workout is tomorrow, and then prepping for that game, for that spring training here. A lot of fans here as well. So we're excited to bring you all of that. So stick with us.
It's the fans' chance to see them get really close and say hi to their favorite players.
I'm going to be out there in a few weeks doing the same thing too, and I'm so super excited for that. We also don't want to think of the Padres without Machado either.
No,
we don't want to go down that road yet. Dana Marie, thank you for that report.
I know, we're focused on one season at a time.
This is the year.
This is going to be a good one.
You.
And now someone in Chula Vista, now a millionaire, they bought a $1.8 million Powerball ticket.
Yeah, pretty good haul here. It was sold at the Shell gas station on East Lake Parkway. The winner got 5 numbers but missed the big Powerball number. The numbers are on the bottom of your screen there: 8, 21, 31, 32, 37, and the Powerball number was 23. The next drawing is tonight for an $87 million jackpot. So do you think that person's excited that they won the $1.8 million, or do they kind of say, gosh, I was one number away from $100 million, $200 million, whatever.
I feel like I'd be celebrating
regardless.
Anyway, even if one number matched.
I celebrate when I get like $5.
Yes, it's more than you had before.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
that would be awesome to get a $1.8 million ticket.
Yeah.
We talk about our chance of winning the lottery, but our chance for rain in the forecast much higher.
Nice.
See that transition?
That's nice.
How about it? Flawless. Let's take a look outside for starters. Here's how downtown San Diego is looking. Quiet and calm to kick off your Monday morning, but we are going to see some big changes as we arrive, as Tuesday and Wednesday arrive, I should say. Forecast for the day shows upper 60s, a lot of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be right around average. You might have saw last night a couple spots of drizzle that came down. They were not all that impactful, came to trace amounts for most spots in the county map. We're still watching a few showers circle the Pacific, and then they're going to push off to the east from here. We don't expect any wet weather relief for today or most of tomorrow, but tomorrow night, Tuesday night, we start to see some notable differences that come in the form of wind and even some rain. That's going to start around 9-10 p.m. or so. And then Wednesday through your upcoming weekend, all bets are off. We run a daily opportunity, daily risk for rain in the forecast alongside those cooler temperatures, mountain snow, plenty of wind. So let's take a look at how those wind gusts are going to impact us. Winds will shift onshore by the time we get into Tuesday. They start up over the mountains and deserts, and then county-wide, we'll see those 40 and 50 mile per hour gusts come into play. A very gusty start to Wednesday morning, gusty Wednesday afternoon, and that's when after that, we'll start to see that much more elevated risk of rain. You see that really start to increase for Thursday. Thursday, 92% chance for rain. Friday drops down to 73, up to 77 for Saturday, and then drops down for Sunday. So from Tuesday night all the way through Sunday, we'll see that risk of rain. Traffic this morning is light. No major crashes or collisions to start off the morning. We have more on CBS8.com/traffic. We also have the latest on that on the weather and how things are going to be shaping up for the rest of the week. Again, CBS8.com/weather for that.